Good morning, and welcome to another segment of the Werff Report for August 14th. Keep America vigilant. 23. We told you so. The Werff Report was, to our knowledge, the first to report that COVID-19 was a planned emergency, and now Ron Johnson is confirming it. Merrick Garland plays chess in appointing a special counsel in the Hunter Biden investigation, which effectively stonewalls House Oversight's investigation into the matter. Can you say obstruction? The FDA admits that doctors have the authority to prescribe ivermectin to treat COVID-19. A 1982 letter written by Barack Obama states that he makes love to men, quote, daily in his imagination, and a Catholic church is miraculously untouched in the Maui fires. First to Merrick Garland, who should be in prison and is lying through his teeth. Last week, he announced the appointment of U.S. Attorney for Delaware David Wise to special counsel in the Hunter Biden investigation. No, the DOJ isn't finally doing their job. In doing this, it effectively halts House Oversight from conducting their investigation. In a statement, Oversight Chair James Comer stated in part, quote, "Let's be clear what today's move is really about. The Biden Justice Department is trying to stonewall congressional oversight as we have presented evidence to the American people about the Biden family's corruption. The House Oversight Committee will continue to follow the Biden family's money trail." This is obstruction, folks. All part of the Biden crime family cover-up. Nothing less. Let's put aside the fact that a special counsel appointment is supposed to come from outside the DOJ. Next, to another corrupt and unelected three-letter agency used by the government to circumvent the United States Constitution, the FDA. Last week, doctors in Texas suing over the FDA's statements on ivermectin got a huge win in the form of a statement made by an FDA attorney. You see, in 2020, had another treatment for COVID-19 been available to the public, the COVID-19 vaccine would not have been authorized for emergency use. So to pretend like the vaccine was the only option, the FDA heavily advised the public against the use of ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine, despite their effectiveness against COVID. Now, the FDA is saying what we told you they would all along, that what they said was not mandatory and that they simply gave recommendations. Last week, the parties appeared before the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, where Ashley Honnold, a Department of Justice lawyer representing the FDA, stated, quote, "FDA explicitly recognizes that doctors do have the authority to prescribe ivermectin to treat COVID." Interesting. Did the FDA tell this to the boards that were revoking the medical licenses of doctors and publicly shaming them for prescribing ivermectin to treat COVID because of the FDA's recommendations? The attorney for the FDA also stated that the FDA has, quote, "sovereign immunity and is therefore immune from liability for false or misleading statements." Who made that rule, folks? The deep state elites who planned COVID? Time to get rid of that garbage. An agency given so much power in this country better sure as heck be held accountable for what they say. Why would they be given immunity for false or misleading statements? Because they plan to lie to the American people. In fact, they likely are doing it all the time. Speaking of planning things, Ron Johnson has come out with it, telling people what we at the Werff Report have told you since 2020, that COVID-19 was planned by powerful elites. For those of you that have been subscribed to us from the beginning, this isn't going to be news to you, except the fact that it was finally confirmed by a popular politician, and he says those in Congress do not want to look into it. From this point on, we're not allowed to say or show you what we're about to on this platform, or will almost certainly be punished for it. For those of you that have been with us from the beginning, you know that YouTube had previously labeled our content as, quote, harmful to the public, and nearly banned us permanently on at least 2 separate occasions. So please, join us for the rest of this segment at thewerfreport.com, where we can say exactly what we want without the censorship, suppression, or the banning of our account for only $6.99 a month or $49.99 a year. You can also make a one-time donation through our donation link in the description of this video. And for all the trolls out there who don't like our business model, no need to comment, just keep scrolling. We clearly have our reasons. For everyone else, your support helps us do what we do. See you there. God bless you all. God bless President Trump, and God bless America.